What's going on, Rob Mob? Here we are with another problem. This is going to be from Lesson 7, Unit 1B. So, Elena finds that the area of a house on a scale drawing is 25 square inches. The actual area of the house is 2,025 square feet. What is the scale of the drawing? So, I already wrote down a couple of assumptions here. First off, at the top of my paper, I always like to start off with an equation that we're going to be using. In this case, it's going to be area equals length times width, just so we have that down properly. And we have area equals 25 inches squared and area equals 25 feet squared for our two different drawings. We have our scale over here and our actual over here. So now, what do we do next? Let's assume, for the sake of this problem, that our two models are squares. So 25 square inches here, what number multiplied by itself will give me 25? We could see here that it is 5 inches times 5 inches. All the sides of a square have to be equal, so 5 inches times 5 inches will give us 25 inches squared. So how we did that, we took the square roots of this right here to give us what the dimensions would be for a square. So let's translate that to our next square to see what the sides would be to give us a total area of 25. So the easiest way to do this would be to take out your calculator. We're going to do second square roots of 25. What that is going to give us is 45. Now 45 feet will be our measurements for both sides of our actual square. All right? So how do we get from 5 inches to 45 and 5 to 45 here? We have to both multiply by the same number. So what number multiplied by 5 will get us to 45? You could simply just do 45 divided by 5, which we know will give us 9. So times 9 here, times 9 here. So we can see clearly here that our scale of the drawing, our scale factor, will be 9. Now, what if we didn't know that this was a square? What if it was a different shape? So we would start with the same way. Let's draw another rectangle. Let's draw it here, and then we have another larger rectangle here. All right? So let's assume that this is a different value. Let's give it a value that will give us an area of 25 inches squared. So I'm going to give it another area. Let's give it 10 inches times 2.5 inches. So as we can clearly see here, 10 inches times 2.5 inches, that'll give us our 25 inches. And so now the area here is 25 feet squared. So we know here that our scale factor is going to be 9. So now we're going to double check that this will work in all situations, not just situations where we have a square. So if we multiply both sides by the scale factor of 9, what do we get? If we take out our calculator again, just to check, 2.5 times 9 is going to give us 22.5 feet, and then 10 times 9 is going to give us 90 feet. So that should give us our area, when we multiply them together, of 25. And as we can see here, we confirmed that 9 is the scale factor.